They do a good job now promoting the women. They do their dress up. You see their walk up to the game,
100%.
the different outfits and everything.
No doubt.
But bro, let me tell you something. Making $200,000, I don't know who outfitting them. I don't know who dressing them. Because hey, bro, hey now.
You just spent a salary on a couple games.
I mean, a bag. You know, you done bought some bags in your day.
Yeah. Yeah.
I bought some bags in my day.
Yep.
Okay. Bags cost money.
They add up.
I see these people coming to the game with bags on, gear on, looking nice. I love it. But man, that costs money. Now, I'm gonna tell you, I heard something. I heard Shaq say something with Reese on her podcast. Shaq said he would lower the bucket.
But I'm not saying lower it to 9.5, but just 9.9.
Just so we can dunk?
Yes.
No.
No, see? And
I hate when men say that.
She's like, why? So we can dunk? He was like, hell yeah.
We're now tuned in to the Dark Times channel.
And so here we go again. Welcome back to the Dark Times channel. And before I get started, make sure you guys go and hit that like button for me. And if you're not new to the channel and you've been enjoying the content so far on this channel, make sure you guys go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me as well. And so as everyone knows, I did a video in here a week or so ago in regards to Shaquille O'Neal saying what he said in regards to women lowering the rim, or the WNBA lowering the rims.
But I have a solution for that, and nobody's gonna like my solution.
I'm here.
So let me explain why I came up with this solution first. In women's beach volleyball, let's just say the net is 10. For women, it's lower just a little bit. I'm not saying lower it to 9.5, but just 9.9.
Just so we can dunk?
Yes.
No.
No, see? And
I hate when men say that.
But listen, that's the only difference.
We start dunking and what?
Watch. We got shooters. Y'all got shooters. Oh, guys got some handles. Girls got some handles. Oh, we got this. We got that. Oh, we got talkers. Oh, we got brawls. Only thing is missing is the dunk.
I don't feel like it still would change.
I'm telling you.
I don't think
what?
so.
Bro, you dunking and getting, man, trust me it'll change. Trust me it'll change.
And the argument that Shaquille O'Neal made the last time when he sat down with Angel Reese was that they do it in other sports already. In volleyball in particular, the women's net versus the men's net is around 7 inches shorter across the board. And so if you did the same thing in the NBA, or the WNBA, if you lowered those rims in the WNBA to around 9'3", I say 9 foot flat. If you really want to see some action, some live action.
I love this game.
Hey Rick! I've never made a slam dunk before. Thanks for the boost.
I wouldn't mind seeing a Kennedy Carter go up on somebody. I wouldn't mind seeing a Caitlin Clark go up on somebody. That would make for some lively action. And so it's not like we're talking about something we haven't seen before. Like I said, they do it in volleyball. They do it in the LPGA. And if you think about it, the women are playing a completely different game.
Now, I'm gonna tell you, I heard something. I heard Shaq say something with Reese on her podcast. Shaq said he would lower the bucket.
He would lower the bucket.
Yes. She's like, why? So we can dunk? He was like, hell yeah. See, this is the difference. And, you know, I used to play a little basketball. But when you can finish dunking the ball, how I go through the lane changes my mindset. Mm-hmm. Because if I know I can dunk it on you.
Yeah.
Here we got a dribble drive, change of direction by Bryant. Slam dunk. Woo! Turn it corner inside! He made Yusuf Nurkic just screams. To Little Rock, Arkansas. Swift hammers it. A tomahawk from Stromile.
I'm going.
It's different.
Correct.
Like, it's totally different. So.
And so absolutely. And speaking from experience, being somebody who's able to dunk a basketball, once you get past your first defender when you're playing the game of basketball and you know that you can put one down, you can dunk in on anybody, anywhere, anytime, it changes your mindset. And not only your mindset, but it changes the energy. It changes the energy of not only your teammates, but also the audience.
life!
Because there's something about dunking a basketball. Perhaps it's because only a handful of people on earth can dunk a basketball. And then on top of that, there's only a select few that can actually dunk a basketball in a game.
How can you get, boy? Come on. Shit, not even Nutso ever got that high. At least not playing.
It's one thing to dunk when nobody's around you and nobody's underneath you, but it's another thing entirely to go up in a crowded group of people that are trying to stop you and dunk a basketball. That's completely different. And this is exactly what Shaq and now Chris Carter are talking about. These are individuals that were high-level athletes, and Shaq in particular was able to dunk a baskboll.
Game, Dennis Scott was starting. Bowie was coming off the bench as Hill follows and almost and does bring down the entire backcourt. That's one we haven't seen.
And so he knows what he's talking about. And I'll go ahead and throw myself in the category. I rarely toot my own horn.
You shouldn't have to blow your own horn. You should leave that for someone else to do.
But I'm gonna go ahead and throw myself in the category. I'm somebody that has won a slam dunk contest before. Of course, on a lower level, but I know what it is to go up and dunk a basketball on somebody. If you're listening to this and you've been able to go up and dunk on somebody, you know exactly what I'm talking about. There's nothing quite like it. There's nothing like it. I know the three-point shot is the new exciting thing in the NBA. People shooting from the logo and shooting from here and shooting from there. But you can go to any driveway, you can go to any gym in America and see somebody jack up shots from half court and watch them go in. But what you're not gonna see on a daily basis is people getting dunked on. Because in order for somebody to get dunked on, a particular series of events has to occur for that to happen, and it takes multiple parties involved. It takes one person with the athletic ability to be able to go up and dunk and the confidence to be able to go up and dunk. And then it takes another person thinking that they can stop that dunk, or at the very least try to contest that dunk. And that's the ultimate mano-a-mano in sports. That's what sports is all about. I think I'm better than you, and I'm gonna show you. Watch this.
Like, I'm not sure.
No, you playing to...
Like, you just want to see me dunk on somebody? Like, I don't know.
The skill level is off the charts in women's basketball.
Right.
But I think as far as bringing the entertainment...
Yeah, I understand that for sure.
That element, I think, you're getting more...
There's a reason why the slam dunk contest is the main event in the All-Star game, especially in the past. Because when you tuned in to the slam dunk contest, you were gonna see something you haven't seen before, or at least a variation of something that you've never seen before. And so like I said earlier, this is exactly what a lot of athletes and NBA players are trying to tell WNBA players, but they don't know because they've never done it. A lot of them have never dunked a basketball, and especially dunked on somebody. And so they don't know what they're missing. They don't know that there's a whole nother part of the game that the men enjoy that they've never been able to enjoy on any level, and that's dunking the basketball. And I think on some level, the reason why a lot of WNBA players are hesitant when you ask them about lowering the rim to be able to dunk is a lot of them know they won't be able to dunk. A lot of them simply just won't have the athletic ability to be able to dunk on a 9-foot rim, 9.5, or however many inches they want to lower it. They still won't be able to dunk. And that's mainly in part because they haven't trained for it. They spent their whole lives avoiding that part of the game because it simply wasn't necessary. There's no way they were ever going to be able to dunk a 10-foot goal. So why even practice? Why even train my body to try to be able to jump as high as I can jump? I can remember being in 6th and 7th grade trying to dunk a basketball on an 8-foot goal, and then a 9-foot goal, and then eventually a 10-foot goal. Because I knew one day I was going to be able to dunk a 10-foot goal. That was the thing to do. That was like a rite of passage. If you're a basketball player, that was the benchmark, especially when you're young. Can you throw that thing down? And when you started throwing it down, it changed everything for you. It gave you a certain level of confidence, a certain level of swagger, knowing that, you had that in your bag. It's just another tool. And so I think there's probably a handful of WNBA women right now currently playing that probably would be able to throw it down on somebody during a basketball game. If they lowered the rims, no doubt about it. But the good majority of them within the WNBA, at least right now, wouldn't be able to do so simply because, like I said, They haven't trained their bodies for it. But it's not about them, or at least it shouldn't be about them entirely. It's about that next generation. It's about making the WNBA profitable and sustainable for the next generation to come along and take it to another place, take it to a higher place, just like the NBA players, just like Julius Erving did, just like Magic Johnson and Larry Bird did, just like Michael Jordan did. There's always going to be a greater level of athlete that comes after the previous generation and does something or has a body of work that looks completely different athletically than the generation before them. But we really haven't seen that within the WNBA because, like I said earlier, the women have sort of handicapped themselves by allowing the goal to remain at 10 feet tall. But I think it's inevitable that we're going to see eventually a women's league, probably not the WNBA, but maybe somewhere overseas, or another women's basketball league is going to come along and they're going to lower those rims. And you're going to see women yamming it on each other. You're going to see women dunking it, screaming on each other. And it's going to be exciting. And the ratings are going to be up for that particular league. And then you're going to see the WNBA follow suit. But what I think it's going to take, the younger generation of girls really pushing to lower the rims. And all they're really pushing for, or what they should be pushing for, is equality. Being able to play the same game that the men play, being able to play above the rim, because that's what people want to see. And women want to see it too. They just don't know it yet because they haven't done it. And so I think that's going to be a wrap on this one. Definitely go ahead and chime in the comment section. Let me know how y'all feel about this one. And of course, it goes without saying, I mean, no disrespect to women's basketball, but it's coming from a good place, a place of constructive criticism on how women can decrease that pay gap between men and women, especially when it comes to the WNBA and the NBA. But feel free to critique and chime in the comment section. And as usual, peace and chaos.